Hey guys, it's been like 2 months ever since I did a houseplant tour in October. So I just want to check all my plants today and decided to load down do some video for all of them again, and in that way I can check how they're doing. Some are declining and some are thriving. So all right, so this is I'll start with my exotica syndapsus exotica, and yeah, I can't really it's really growing nice. And I know on my I still have to take a look again of my first video I did for my houseplant tour, and can compare how much growth it has since then. And then I have my ZZ. Yeah, that's the ZZ I have there, and my green philodendron or something, emerald philodendron, and that's my rattlesnake calathea rattlesnake. Yes, I had that on my first video too, and it's as I've said, that's one of my favorite plant that's never give me any problem and at all. So this is the one that I filmed before. It was still a baby, the Salum, and it's been growing, and yeah, from a very tiny baby plant. Yeah, now I think it's getting more mature, and my as I've said, this is the the peperomia. Uh, what do you call that? Raindrops peperomia. The raindrops peperomia I have, that I was telling you about, that it's been really thriving so well on my place. And oh my goodness, yeah, this I remember this mycans I have on video last time was not this trailing yet, but look at this. It's like the longest plant I have here. It just went too long. I'm thinking of cutting this soon, but I am actually waiting until spring because I want to do propagation when it's springtime, because it's still winter here in my hometown. It's very much it's like winter is not even starting yet. It starts in December 20th of December, but it's the 4th of December. Today is the 5th of December, so we're not even there yet. So I don't want to propagate anything until the weather warms up, because it will still dip down and below zero here. So anyway, that's my mycans, which is really long and trailing now. I'm so tempted to cut it and just stick it on somewhere there just to make it look more lush, but I don't want to lose those leaves in case, so I'll wait until spring. And I've been cutting this one already because it was also like growing so fast that I've cut this already and stick them there in the pot, and that's why it looks probably very lush right there. Maybe I can show you how it looks like up there. Yeah, this is, I just stick them there, all of those cuttings there, because they're too long. Like I can't stand it anymore. They'll get like with all the way with my other plants, and it can injure them if I don't cut them. So it's better to cut them. And then I have my orchid, the cattleyas, or these orchids are still surviving. This is the one I got from a seller for both of them for 20, I guess. That's my new addition. Like a month ago, I bought this one, the Spanish moss. And then my Brazil is still here. I've been cutting this Brazil already because there were just too many all over the place, so I cut it. And sorry, excuse me. I think this is my cactus, the fishbone cactus. I have my pink princess. I don't know where the pink is now. I'm hanging on to this and hoping that it will come out right someday. So yeah, it's still here. And this is a lovely Dracena, the Dracena Florida Beauty or something. I like this one. I love it with the golden spots there. It used to be very small too, and I bought it from one of the big box store for, I guess, like $5. And then yeah, now it's growing, and I want it to grow more. And then I just watered my plants today, so some of them needs watering already. So this is my bromeliads from the last video. It had flowered, but now the flowers are like, it's the end of its flower season or something. So yeah, it's gonna flower again. So and this keeps growing, and I'm so happy with this Hoya obovata. Yeah, it's like putting up so many new growths within the past week. So, and yeah, my heart leaf variegated Hoya there. Oh yeah, and also this is actually a variegated, supposed to be a variegated bear paw, and maybe it's not yet. I'll wait until summer when the sun is really intense, and maybe that variegation will come out even more prominent. So yeah, there's so many new growths in this. It started out as a very tiny one stalk there, and then now it has put up so many new growths, and I love this bear paw plant. And yeah, this is the other jade plant I have. I don't know what it's called, but it's jade as well. And I have an addition, like last time this wasn't in my video. I bought it from a seller when she started putting in her plants from outside, so she couldn't fit them in her apartment anymore, and so she sold some of them. And so I got this from her, which I've been looking for this for a while. Like I can't find them anywhere. This is the whale fin, and yeah, that's the whale fin. It's just kind of I have to make it go over to the light. And then I have there my Hawarthia something. And then I have so many additional plants actually from my last video, because so many sellers here have been selling their plants just because they couldn't fit them in their apartment anymore from being outside all summer. And so when it started to get cold, they started selling plants. And so I got some too, which is this one. Additional, it wasn't in my previous video. This one, the pink Syngonium pink splash or something. That's the one. And then I have the burl marks. They were actually like a combo, a plant combo or something. I bought them 3 altogether, where the other 3 is not here. I can't remember which one is I think the sable blue or something. Yeah, 3 of them for only $15. She sold all 3 for 15, so it was such a good deal. Like she almost like just giving it away to me. So anyway, I still have my ZZ here. Yeah, I showed that to you before. And then this one, Wentii something, alocasia. This has been around last video, and it was still a seedling at that time. yeah, now it's getting so much bigger. I might have to replant this in bigger pot, but not at this time. I'm waiting for springtime until I can propagate and repot plants when it's not too cold anymore, because I don't want to stress them out when it's very cold, when the weather is yeah, it's not ideal for them. And so here are my other plants from this is the table that I got to film it last time. So yeah, the forgetty eye I had, forgetty eye, and that's an additional one actually. I got it a month ago. It was a very small seedling. A seller was, I think, like it's a baby from one of her mother plants. So Aglionema pink or something. Yeah, I don't know what the exact name of that. And this is my scalp room. Yeah, I had this already last time. And the pink dragon, the baby alocasias that I showed you a while back in my last video, these are the baby ones. They're not that baby anymore. They're like longer now, growing. And this is my philodendron lemon lime, I guess. And yeah, the Hoya compact, Hinduro compacta, I believe. Yeah, that's the one. This is kind of a very slow grower. I might, like in summertime, I might have to put this outside in order for this to grow faster. And I have this is the dragon scale or something, the baby alocasia, one of the baby ones I have. There's a new growth there, yeah, just below over there. So I'm hoping this is the slowest grower of all, but of all of them, of all the baby ones, but it's still growing too, because now the height, it has increased the height there. And I have the Trobii Moonlight. It's the last time from my last video. And my Magnificum, the baby Magnificum I had, remember I had it on my last video too. Yeah, it put out a new leaf. This one, this is the new leaf it has put out, and it's getting bigger. Like every time a new leaf comes out, it's bigger than the older ones. So I'm hoping, yeah, it's doing really well, pretty well. Like it had put out ever since from when I bought it. It has those 4 older leaves, and now it put up one more, so there's now 5 leaves now. And it's still a baby though, because it's really came from a very small seedling. And then my baby Fridex now, these are the ones. Put up so many new leaves, and they're getting bigger each time. So that's the Friday. And this is the Sable Blue that was one of the combo one that she gave it to me for 15, all 3 for 15 bucks. So, and my baby, the other baby alocasia, I remember I showed it to you last time. That's one of those two, and it's getting taller. Yeah, also, and so many new growths, new leaves. And here is my Peru, which is still doing pretty well, pretty awesome. I love the look of this plant. I don't know, it's just stunning. And in this one too, I don't know which plant doesn't really look stunning to me. All of them. And this is, oh my gosh, I love this one too, my Begonia maculata. And then that's the moving on to this area, I have my yeah, I remember I put this my last video as well, and it's so flowering so much. Like there's how many flowers now. This is my aglionema to I can't pronounce what the cutlass, I think. That's the aglionema cutlass. They're like long, slender leaves with stripes, with variegation, and it has flowered so much, like so many inflorescence. But I love to see the flowers though. They look like the peace lily flowers. So I mean, I don't want to cut them. I just keep them as it is. And then once they started to wilt, and then I just take them off when they're like this one. It's the oldest flower that got, so I just take them off. But yeah, it's been flowering so much, and I have under there is the fern I had. I'm telling you, the ferns doesn't really do good in my place, but this is still surviving. So that's my bird's nest fern. And then look at my, I know I've been, this is such a dramatic plant. Like, I don't know how to make this plant happy, but somehow I cannot. I'm telling you, if this is my third try, if this is not gonna survive until summer, I might have to give up on having a watermelon peperomia. That's it. Because I don't understand this plant. I've done so much on this, and I don't want to stress out on them anymore. And then I have my white butterfly syngonium that one of my favorite. This is, I've been telling you ever since my last video. Yeah, I love syngoniums. A little bit of crispy one. I forgot to water this the other last week, so that's why there's a little bit of browning now. But I'm pretty diligent like now not to do that. So yeah, and I have, this is such a good plant, and I actually have an additional one here ever since I feel during my first video I did. I had this, I think I've shown this on my short clips. I have this plant I purchased a month ago, I guess. This only had 2 leaves, like those 2 leaves at the time, but then one new one sprouted recently. This one is the newest leaf. This is actually, the seller sold it to me as a hybrid of Atabapoense and Biete. That's it's a hybrid one. So this is still unidentified because the cross, it was a cross between those 2. Anyway, yeah, this is the one that I probably the most splurge I did on a plant, because this is quite a pricey one for me, but it's still like less than $100. It's only like yeah, not even 100 still, but I loved it as soon as I saw it. So I know it's gonna grow on me, and then yeah, I love this one. So, and then one of the additional one too, this one, the sobastatum, and there's a new growth there coming out soon. And yeah, it's a philodendron as well. And my alocasia velvet, dark velvet, is this new leaves coming out. Like the older, it shed the older leaves and put up the new ones. That's the Calathea, my Calathea collection. So I love Calatheas, especially this one, the lemon lime maranta. It's the best Calathea. Oh my gosh, it's like gorgeous. And this one, I recently got it from Home Depot for only $12 something, and I got this recently. I've been looking for this everywhere, and when you see online, the people are selling it online for $25, even smaller than this size, and I can't pay that much amount. I'm so lucky I found it at Home Depot for only 12 bucks. And this one is the zebra plant. One of the lovely ones, one of my favorite ones I'm telling you about. Yeah, this is just keeps growing on me. Last time I showed you there's flower on this plant, right? So now the flowering season is over. So yeah, I just took the flower off because it's already dried out. And now there's more leaves coming out after that. Like, yeah, when the flower's gone, the foliage comes out. So, and my Bella Palm, which was a baby seedling, turned out taller now. And that's one of the Christmas plant I got this December. I got when I was doing plant Christmas shopping. Like, just want to have couple of Christmas plants in here. And one is the poinsettia that I'm gonna show you soon too. And one of them is this one. And they're only like $9. For this one, yeah, I got it last on my video, right? It's getting bigger every time, and it's like getting like distorted growth or something. I don't know, it's just growing. I think peperomias needs to be hanged, I guess, because they tend to grow like long vines or something. And this is my fern, my survivor fern. Like, of all of the ferns I got, this one is the one that's giving me a success so far. So I'm glad I kept this one alive. And this is my Alocasia amazonica. It's still a baby leaf, just because I had to start this plant from zero. Just when I rescued it, the leaves were all dried out. There was huge leaves, but there were dry leaves, and so I was thinking I can still save it. So I chopped them all off, and then I started it back to like zero without anything. And so now it has one new leaf, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I had this combination. Remember, I don't know if you remember on my last video, if you've watched my last video, I had combined the Monstera deliciosa with the Tetrasperma. And this is my Monstera deliciosa, and then a new leaf has been put out. And this is my Tetrasperma in one pot. So this Tetrasperma is not the one, like, I know there's a tissue culture too, but this one is the real one. And I have the tissue culture. They're actually smaller. I will show it to you as well. And then propagation of Monstera. This is not a deliciosa for sure. That's the Borsigiana. And that's my friend's plant that she asked me to rescue. The one that dried out last time. Well, it's still hanging on, so we'll see if it if it still survives until summer. Then that's good. Then I can put it outside and like really repot it and maybe make it even lush if it's yeah, hopefully it's gonna hang on until summer or spring. And then moving on here, I have, oh yeah, one of the ferns that I'm not successful with too. Hopefully this one will survive. I'm not sure, but it's been like 2 months for this fern and keeps declining. That's the what we call that fern. I can't remember the name. And one of my spider plants I have here. I love this spider plant. And my Aglaonema, yeah, remember from my if you have watched my first video, it has put out more new leaves. Because I think on my first video I only had 9 leaves maybe. Now it's like 12 or something. And it's so beautiful. I love it because I've rescued it from barely, like almost nothing, right? I think I've told people about the story about this aglaonema. It was like only three leaves, like these bottom ones. These are the leaves that was on this plant at the time. Oh yeah, and this one, which is already damaged. I didn't know if it will survive, but I took it and and repotted it, and I was thinking I'll try. This is the first plant that I've tried. If I can. These are actually one of my oldest plants when I was newly getting into plants, and then I just tried out if I can make a plant live, and yeah, this is a positive one for me, a positive experience for me. This one, I cannot forget this plant. I love it because I can't believe how much it has grown from being like almost nothing, from like into this growth. So I'm loving it. And another kind of aglaonema there, and it's this one always been like looking like that, like stunning though. But yeah, and then this is my ponytail palm, and my marginata, and I have my, what do you call this one? Ficus Audrey. And I have, okay, my ruby, Ficus ruby. My collection of ficuses are here. I also have this one, and my altissima is declining, although there's a new growth above it. Somehow one leaf is wilted too, and I will cut that soon. And please excuse me for that. I have to film that with that. So anyway, it's sad looking now. I don't know. It's just I don't know, when the cold weather came, it started losing the leaves. I don't know if that's what it really does when it's cold, but all my other ficuses are fine. Like this one is still on its grandeur and beautiful. And oh, I forgot to give you that spider plant. This is a baby snake plant. The snake plant I had, this started as a baby, and yeah, it's getting bigger. And yeah, all my other ficuses are good, right? I don't know what's going on with that one. So anyway, this one, my marble queen photos. This is my jungle velvet not alocasia, sorry, calathea. I have that, the lucky bamboo. Reminds me it's dried out. Oh no, I forgot. You see, I have to put some more water on that. I can tell when the leaves, the tips, yeah, you see the tip, it's browning, and that means I let it dry out too long. So I have to put, yeah, I think I've missed that when I did my watering. Sorry. Okay. And my rubber plant. Yeah, this one started as a baby, very small baby, and it keeps growing each time. I'm happy. And my aquarium, yeah, my clownfish there. You can see him. Yeah, there he is. There they are, both of them. Okay, they're so cute. All right, are you coming out for filming? Oh. Okay, alright. So I got all this propagation. This area has more on propagation ones that I did. Like I had my propagation for the Trivii moonlight. I have propagation of my Adansonii and my heartleaf philodendron. And I have all these taken from the mother plant that I told you I killed the mother plant instead. And these are the babies for my snake, the snake plant I had propagated. And propagation also for the heartleaf one. And if they grows really like lush in next year, then I might have to sell these ones. Depending, yeah, I'll see. I might have to sell them. But this one, all propagations for my golden pothos. I've told you I have in my first video that I've propagated so many of these pothos, and yeah, here are all of those propagations, and these ones they're most of them are golden pothos, and that one too. And this one is the Tradescantia. I stuck 2 branches here, which really didn't really make. These 2 branches I stuck was a free from a seller when I bought a plant from her, and she gave me a free one. So I decided to just stick it in here in my original Tradescantia ones. And then it didn't, I should have put it in water, but yeah, it dried out and didn't survive. So this is the original ones I have. They're quite long now. They started like a baby and now they're very long. And another golden pothos, and then I have another rubber plant. No, not rubber plant, sorry. I think peperomia. Obtusifolia or something. So this plant is interesting. This Schefflera variegated. Seller gave it to me because I don't know, like her reason, like one of those reasons that she can't put it inside her apartment because it's too big. So I took it, and I think it was sick when she gave it to me. I guess it's really looking sad. So I'm hoping I could revive it maybe when winter comes, summer comes. After winter, I might be able to revive that and propagate it or whatever, like do some marketing on that or something. And this is snake plant I had, and there's like babies on this already. I took 1 baby on this already just to give it to a friend, because my friend was like really like to start with plants, so I gave her a snake plant one. Yeah, so this is the baby one before. Now it's big. This one is one of its baby. Yeah, this one. I was tempted to take this one out and give it to her too, but then I decided to just give her one and keep it still. So I kept it, and now look, it's really big now. And yeah, there's like 3 of them, and so I took 1 out, and this is the other one. So they're like putting out some new babies. So, and my corn plant that I let it dried out too long too. So sometimes when they get so dried out, and the leaves becomes like this. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna take it out as soon as when it's already wilted. I'll take it out, but it's still putting out like new growths each time new leaves comes out. So, and yeah, I don't know, this ficus fiddle-leaf fig I have, something is happening to this. I don't know, it's just getting dried out tips from the leaves. Looks like, I don't know, I don't know what's wrong, but it's still alive though. It's been doing that for a month now, and I don't know, I have to check on that. Maybe I'm gonna take, but it's really cold now. I don't want to stress it too much. I'm waiting until it's spring. So that's one of the Hoya as well. I have Hoya shepherdii. And another propagation for my Trubii Moonlight. I have this as well. What do you call it? The Pitonia. And I've got some snake plants with the what do you call it? Aloe vera. And I have another snake plant right here. I just purchased this one. I don't know. I'm just curious about the color, which is to me it looks so nice. And I got Dracena or something. And another Brazil, and then I have here propagation with pothos propagation I have, and this one. And I got also the snake plant. I have that, and another propagation. And I got actually some kind of propagation for my golden pothos. Oh no, not golden pothos. I have these, I don't know what you call it, mistletoe cactus. I've got, this used to be really a baby before. I put them in one pot. In my last video, I told you there are like 3 plants inside that pot, so 3 kinds. They're like peperomias, all of them are, I guess. And this is the retusa, which was really like very small last time, and now it's trailing down, very nice, and it's putting up more growth there. Okay, so I'm actually happy. My retosa, I thought it might not survive because it was very small, but then yeah, it's still hanging in, and it's nice and getting more and more lush every time I see it. In the banana, yes, I've shown you this banana from the last time. It's one of the rescue ones that I have. And then I have another one that I have this one, which is, oh, this is a new one actually. Oh yeah, I have to show you this one too. Yeah, it's the donkey tail. This is like aloe, yucca aloe something. I have this two. There are 2 on this one. This one's variegated string of hearts with silver something. What is the other kind? I can't remember anymore. And I have the big aloe. I have that. I have this aluminum plant. And this is an additional one too. This is like the moonshine snake plant. And I have that variegated or something like jade or something. Yeah, I have that as well, the propagation for my other aloe. And then that Echeveria, it's such a good plant to me. Oh my gosh, I love that Echeveria. It's getting bigger every time. And I have the string of pearls, which are slow grower, but it's there and it's still growing. And it was even smaller last time I got it from the store. When I got it from the shop, it's like it cost me like almost 20 bucks on these ones. And it's a variegated and a regular one, but then they're growing, so I'm positive with that one. And yeah, so my string of dolphins, remember in my I think, I don't know if I posted that video, but it used to be a baby string of dolphins too, like very, very small. And it seems like it's really a fast grower. It grows like the string of hearts, like string of hearts, just non-stop. And it's like this one too, the string of dolphins. It's just non-stop like this, and I love it. And I'm not sure what you call this, mistletoe cactus. Yeah, that's the word. That's the name. Yeah, mistletoe cactus. And I think that's it with this one here. And moving on to my other golden pothos. Oh, not golden pothos, my other Hoya. This Hoya is the Crimson Queen, and I have another one here which is the Crimson Princess, and I have another types here which is the, oh, not the Hoya one, it's the poinsettia that I was telling you about, that I bought for Christmas. And I have all these spider plants there, propagation. And I have this other kind of calathea. Yeah, this calathea is actually it's actually like, it sheds leaves, but then it puts out more new ones. So yeah, it's like, I don't know what to say it, but it's okay. It's, to me, it's doing okay. And that's one of my the mother Adansonii. That's the one that I propagated on the other side there, the one I showed you. And then I have the Argyrius. This is such a, like, it's trailing now. It's getting even longer. Oh, I love this Argyrius. It's just lovely. It used to be a very small one, like only this in the middle, like this one. That's the size when I bought it. This one in the middle. And yeah, now it's put up like, how long? It's long one now. Look at that. And then I have this plant here. That's the spider plant. And then on this side, I have the Bantal Sensation. And then I have still the, that's the bird of paradise that I rescued on one of the videos I did. Yeah, I did rescue it. And this is the other Dieffenbachia. I've got, I guess, 3 kinds of Dieffenbachia here. I have one kind, I don't know what the exact name of this one, but this is one of the Dieffenbachia. And then I have this, remember on my previous video, I don't know if you remember that. This used to be like a baby plant, up to here only, with small leaves, like I think this height here. Yeah, up to the 3rd leaf here. That's the height of this before, and very, very tiny, because it's just a seedling, like came out like from a baby, and now it's trailing up. And I thought before it wasn't really up to the pole, but now it went over to the pole. Yeah, that's it. It's like longer than the pole, and so I might have to push it downwards again after, or twist it or something. My peace lily. The flower is getting like dried out now, becoming like a leaf or something. And my Birkins, yeah, I know the Birkins doesn't really do much. I don't know, it's kind of boring. It's like a boring plant, but I don't know, I have to see until summer or spring and see what it does. Maybe it just went dormant for the winter time. And then, yeah, my two Dracaenas, and I have my Dark Lord or something. I don't know if it's a Dark Lord. They said it's a Dark Lord. I don't know. So that's my red Congo here, with big leaves. And I have this one, a Dracaena something. I don't know the exact one. But I have this crystallinum. It's been such a damaged plant when I got it from the seller. That's why she only sold it for a few bucks. Like, it's such a good deal because I saw it's like quite damaged, but I still took it because hoping I will be able to make this into a perfect plant someday, but not today or like tomorrow, but then for sure after probably a year I'll see how many leaves it will put out, and for sure if it will put out perfect leaves after that, then that would be a good experience for me. So yeah, I just took it. And a lot of these ones here, my other peperomia, it's the variegated one, obtusifolia, but yeah, with variegations. And I have autograph tree. This one started out as a small, a baby one, and it's getting bigger, and it's like, I love it. It's very easy care, that one. It's like this Dieffenbachia I have here, like I rescued it from being dried out, like brown leaves. I took all the brown leaves with remaining 2 leaves, and now it's lush ones. And then I have my coffee plant, which is a very small plant too as well. They're like the same as this autograph one. They're like babies, and yeah, it's growing. And my Tineke. I'm so happy with my Ficus Tineke. It's just a very easy going plant. And also my other Hoya here. I love my Hoya Chelsea. It's a very easy care one too. It's putting out so many new leaves each time. It started as a small one as well, becoming bigger now. And then this one is a decline. This one, it's the string of tears or something. I don't know. It's still it's growing. It's still putting out new growths, but also shedding a lot of leaves. How many growths it put out, that's how many it sheds off too. So it's like, I don't know, it's come and go there. And this one is the most prolific one because started from a very tiny one, which is only up to the crown there, which this, I even transferred it to this bigger pot. This used to be on a very small pot. I'll show you the original pot that this went to. I have it right here. So this used to be on this pot, which is tiny. And then somehow yeah, this is the pot that it went to, very tiny. And then I moved it to that one because it's growing, and even this grows so fast in winter. Like it wasn't growing for a while on me. Like when I purchased it 3 months ago, it took me a while to wait. And then when November came, it just went into this, like so fast. Like in 1 month, it became like this. So I don't know, it's just I'm happy though. The string of turtles, yeah, that's the one. I'm happy. It just grows in November, I guess, or October or something. I think it's a fast grower during fall. And I have this Dusty Miller, still interesting plant, silver leaves. I took it for $1 and just $1 plant there in a big box store, and including this one, like my pepper. This is the pepper before that has very, very nice, like the chili ones. They were nice and red, and now they're deciding to become an eggplant. I guess now it's like purple, like an eggplant. Like chili turned into an eggplant. I don't know what is going on with that one, but it's just funny. This one is. But I have also another Hoya here. Yeah, I'm so happy with this Hoya. It puts up all new growths every time. It's always like getting bigger each time I see it. So I'm happy with that too. And my other Schefflera, this is my original Schefflera that I bought myself and planted it myself. So yeah, this is the one, and they're doing well. And then I have an additional one though. I'm not sure if it will survive, but this one, I'm so sad because the seller didn't tell me that it was just a cutting, and so I went to pick it up, and anyway, I already paid her the money through e-transfer, so I cannot. I don't wanna complicate matters, so I just took it, even though there wasn't any roots at all, and somehow look at this. I'm gonna lose this leaf. There's only one leaf, and then I'm losing it. Well, I'm just hoping that something will sprout in the future on that stalk or somewhere, or maybe I'll have to check the roots too. I hope there's like a growth, there's a root growth or something. I'll see how. I don't know where to propagate it, whether water or I just stick it into the soil right away. But I don't know if I should have soak it in water. It might be even bad too. I don't know, because I know philodendrons doesn't like to be soaked in water or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm losing the only one leaf it has, so we'll see if it survives. So, well, I'm just sad because I paid also for this one. This is a rare one. This is a rogusum or something. Philodendron rogusum, something like that. Anyway, I have this very easy care one, which is always like, it's only a dollar. So I'm not really stressed out if anything happens, but then it's really growing so much on me, this one. Started out with 2-3 leaves before, and now, yeah, it's a tea plant or something. And here in this area, I have the stingray. Still, yeah, the same stingray I had in my previous videos. And my other fern has died, so I don't know. I'm just gonna toss that one off. I was hanging on to it because somebody told me that it just goes dormant, and maybe it will still put out a new leaf when springtime comes. So I don't know. It's the roots are still there. I might inspect it. So this one is my other kind of alocasia here, putting up like leaves. Yeah, shade plant, what do you call it? Another fern I have, the blue star fern, and I've got that other peperomia, Jenny, yeah, and this is the staghorn something, and then I have this tetrasperma. Yeah, this is the tissue culture that I'm telling you about. The Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, but the culture one. And then I have the spider plant, and my other fern, which is declining, but there's a tiny hope there, so I'm still hanging on to it. It's a sad one. So I have the zebrina that I chopped accidentally. The one, there were only 2 leaves on this one, and the only one big one that I had got chopped off because it fell. So that's how it got chopped. So I got my Lauder Bacchiana, which is always putting out some new leaf too. And this is like a rapid grower, this one. It's called Lowrider. And alright, here is my other Borsijana, I believe. This Monstera one. It's not the Deliciosa, I guess. I don't know if it's a Deliciosa or a Borsijana. It seems to be fast grower, I think, or slow. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's a slower. Maybe it's a Deliciosa. And my money tree, which started as a baby, and it's getting longer and bigger, and I'm happy, and hopefully in summertime it will grow even bigger. And then other kinds of peperomia here, and that one too, and my propagated money, Chinese money plant here. It's from one of the babies. I just separated it. I shouldn't have separated it. I don't know, but well, we'll see if it survived. And this is the mother one here. Yeah, that's the Chinese money plant. And I have this hope, peperomia hope, like flowering right now, I think. Is that flower or leaves? I'm not sure. But that's the other Dracena I have. And this is the other Dieffenbachia I have. I just got it like from the big box store, Home Depot. Yeah, it was only like $4. Yeah. And it's this big already. Dieffenbachia Camille, I believe. And my palm, parlor palm. Yeah, that's the parlor palm. Getting bigger from a tiny plant. Now it's getting bigger. I get tiny plants for me. The tiny plants works for me when they're still babies. They're money-wise, they're cheaper, and then also it saves so much space because I'm in an apartment, so I can have like, because you know, when these plants, all of them will grow really big, I'm sure I will have problem with my space after. So I have to probably propagate most of them then, or sell some of them, who knows. So, and this is the philodendron I just got from a seller, which is such a good seller. I've already gotten like 2 other or 3 other plants from her, and they were really good plants, like well rooted, and yes, and then they thrive. I think I've shown you that one. The previous one was a hybrid that I took from her. This is the same seller, and I really trust her because once I see the plant, I knew it's really a good one. So yeah, this is the philodendron golden dragon, and this is not even less than $50 even when she sold it to me. It was because she knows me already, and then yeah, I'm always watching for a new listings from her because she got all rare plants somehow. And this is my mommy eye, which is kind of it's the baby philodendron mommy eye. If you remember from my previous video, I had 2 leaves on this one, and now it has declined into this. I'm gonna lose this one for sure. I don't know if it will survive. I don't know if there's any new growth there. I can't even tell. So this is the mommy eye that was a baby. I just put it together with this Siltipicana, the baby Siltipicana, because I don't want to be too sad to see this one plant which is declining. So I planted another one beside it. Maybe it will help this one out. So yeah, so I hope it's not gonna, maybe we'll see what's gonna happen, but maybe it's just on a dormant stage. Yeah, so that's a Saltipicana beside it, and then my yellowing Anthurium crystallinum. I don't know what happened to this plant, but something's going on with this plant. Yeah. And at least I have the other one too, the one that, I don't know, crystallinum somehow is not doing well in my care here, so I'm gonna check on that. If it survive until spring or summer, then that would be a positive note. So hopefully it will survive. And the last but not the least is my, yeah, it's putting out long leaves. This one, this is the what do you call it, sago palm. That's the one. And that's it. That concludes my houseplant tour for this December houseplant tour. And thank you for watching and have a good one. Bye.